Blessed love. Happy Venus Day. Happy Friday. How is 2026 treating you? Welcome back to Wise Heart's Garden, where we plant seeds to grow you. And let's get into it. Let's get to the heart of it. The heart always knows, right? Um, I wanted to talk about self-care. That was the topic for, or part of the topic for the first Sacred Self-Care Sunday Healing Circle. And I didn't get to do much talking and around this particular subject. And it's very important in this time because there's so much happening in the world that if you are not practicing self-care could lead to being dysregulated and your nervous system needing you to come back to balance. And so we are all affected by the things that are happening around us. And so it's very important to really honor ourselves with self-care. And it's not about escape or indulgence. It's actually more about relationship, the relationship that you have with yourself, with your body, your nervous system, and also with your values. That's so important. And before I went to Ecuador last summer, I would consider my values at times, but I wasn't living from that place. And so it's so important to me now. And it's one of the ways that I work to regulate, to bring myself back to balance, is considering the decisions that I'm making from my values. And so self-care is how we listen to ourselves and respond with integrity. Self-care is how we listen to ourselves and respond with integrity. And how are you, or what is your definition of self-care? What does it look like for you? I talk to people and everybody's got a different idea of what self-care is. And so a lot of times people talk about it as if it's something that they think about when they get to the place of burnout, or they think of it around, it's still burnout from being productive when they just go, 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 go. And then they talk about it as if it is a reward or something that they will give themselves permission for because they have done so much. And it's usually around spending money for an experience, and that's fine. That's lovely. If that's what self-care looks like for you, that's not really what I'm talking about here. It's not just about candles or massages or pedicures and manicures. Those things are wonderful and they really help us with our Venus. So Fridays carry that energy. So it's lovely it's lovely to do it anytime, but Friday, because it is a Venus day, the energy supports all of those things. And so self-care isn't what I do when I finally have time. It's what helps me stay in relationship with myself while I'm living my life. And it just continues to help me to ground, to slow down, to be intentional about my life. And self-care is also noticing when you're dysregulated, when you feel tightness, when you are paying attention, again, when you're listening. And so you have to slow down and really be intentional about listening to what's happening with your body. And it's also about pausing instead of pushing. Choosing safety over urgency. So whenever I feel myself and it feels as if I'm putting pressure on myself and that things have to be done like right now, so there is an urgency, then a lot of times now my self-awareness, a flag will go up and it'll say, okay, this is not the energy that we want to put into anything that we're doing. So it's a reminder for me to slow down. And that is an act of self-care. It's an act of self-love as well. And so, and I'll check in with myself. Sometimes I get in front of the mirror and I'll ask, what do I need? What does my heart need? What does my nervous system need right now? And that's a lovely tool that I learned from Louise Hay and Robert Holden. Actually had written a book at the time. There may be, gosh, since that time, I'm sure there are so many more talking about mirror work. But it's really powerful to look yourself in the eye and ask what is it that you need, or to just sit and, take some time away from the world, from our phones, from our computers, and make contact with our bodies, whether you put your hands on your heart, whether you do pranayama or deep breathing exercises, but to sit and to ask the questions and to see what arises and then kind of go from there. And if you've tried that and nothing has come up, then I would invite you to make a daily practice of that. Give yourself some time to see, because it has taken me some time. I really think that working and continuing to be consistent has helped me to feel like I can trust myself, and so then some answers will come. So I also wanted to say that sometimes self-care is uncomfortable. Sometimes it means saying no. Sometimes it means having boundaries. In the first Sacred Self-Care Sunday, there was an opportunity for me to have a conversation with someone afterwards, because I had not put anything in the agreements around filming or taking pictures during our time together. And I really want to cultivate a space for empowerment where people feel safe and people show up honestly. And if you don't feel like you can truly be yourself, like you can be honest, you don't feel safe to be honest, then you're not going to. And that is the kind of space that I really want for us. And so self-care can look like leaving a situation, a relationship that's no longer aligned. Self-care can also be giving yourself time to feel your feelings and not try to push them down or numb them with whatever your coping mechanisms may be, your conditioned tendencies. So, some people it might be shopping, some people it might be alcohol or sex or whatever the thing is that has helped you to not feel. So self-care can also be just sitting with the temporary discomfort, sitting with those feelings. We all have emotions. We were all created with them. And so they serve a purpose. They guide us. And if we allow that, if we tune in, if we tap in. And so what else is self-care? Self-care as values-based living. Does this choice align with my values? Does it honor my energy? Which is so huge for me. Like I'm really paying attention to where my energy is drained or depleted and where I am energized in what spaces. And also just asking yourself, does this choice align with the person that I am working to become? These are all examples of self-care that are not the same as, going shopping or having that pedicure, manicure, massage, those types of things. So I hope that this was helpful. This is what I am hoping to dive deeper into in Sacred Self-Care Sunday. And the next one is Sunday, February 15th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am including a link here. And if it sounds like something that you're interested in, then definitely check it out, register, and then I will make sure that you get all the information that you need to join us. So take good care for the rest of the time that you have here in this time that you still continue or have to continue to shed old skin, because we are finishing up the year of the snake. And February 17th, we will begin the year of the fire horse. So this circle comes a couple of days before that. And yeah, I'm just sending you so much love and trusting that all is well wherever you are in the world. I am in the southeastern United States, and there's just been talk all week about this storm that is headed our way, Fern. And there's a winter weather watch for the area that I live in. And so all kinds of forecasts all over the place, and just wishing everyone the best. And may we all be well. May we all have the things that we need. May we all be safe from inner and outer harm. Till next time, take good care. Sending you so much love.